Hello and welcome everyone to Joy Morris Beauty. This is my cranberry makeup tutorial. Stay tuned. So one of the first things that I like to do is lay down my primer to make sure that I don't get too oily in my T-zone. And I'm using the Makeup Forever Step 1 primer and just making sure to rub and blend that in. Next, I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape in Deep and Medium Tan Neutral. Why didn't anybody tell me about this sooner? This is like the best concealer and I use it every day. So I'm just blending between the two colors and I'm using my Cozette foundation brush for that. Blending under my eye, blending on my eyelids and around the bridge of my nose just to create a very subtle highlight effect in the inner part of my face. Next, I'm using my Cover FX Power Play foundation in N85 and N90. I'm laying down the lighter shade N85 first and blending that around my face. And then once I finish blending this out to my liking, I'm going to lay down that N90 shade, which is a little closer to the color of the skin on the rest of my body. So see how that kind of matches my neck and chest area and my arms a little better. That gives me a bit more of a natural look. That's why I'm really big on women using at least 2 shades to make sure that you have a natural look to your foundation. So I'm blending that all around my forehead area because my forehead tends to be a little darker than the rest of my face. So making sure that I get good coverage there. And I love the Power Play foundation. It's so natural. When I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I feel like I can barely tell that I have anything on. Using the Graftobian Banana Cream Pie Powder, I'm going to set the Tarte concealer under my eye. And not even that the Tarte concealer needs it because most of the time I don't set it. But just since I'm going to be putting powder all over my face, I did set my T-zone area and under my eye and to make sure we were good. Next, I'm going to use the Graftobian Pecan Pie Powder, which is a little more like the color of the skin on the rest of my body, like I was talking about earlier. And I'm going around the outer rim of my face, again, to give a bit more of a natural, subtle transition from the lighter shade in the middle to the darker shades around the edge of my face. Next, I'm brushing up my brow hairs with my NYX Eyebrow Pencil in dark brown. And I'm drawing what I like to call a baseline, establishing a baseline, making sure that my eyes are symmetrical, that I draw them out as long as they need to be, and then I'm filling in the brow hairs with short brush hair-like strokes and making sure that's even, using the brush on the other end of the eyebrow pencil to help to kind of control that shape a little bit. All right, I'm going to use the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in Espresso to kind of go over my natural brow hairs. So what this product does is it helps to plump up the brow hairs. It gives them a little bit of a glossy look. It helps the brow to look a little more natural. So I usually use this product every day. And I still felt like my brows ended up being a little too strong for me. So I ended up using one of the face powders to kind of soften the inner corner of the brows a little bit more. And I like that a little bit more after I softened it just a little bit more. All right, I have kind of got this little collection of the Stila liquid eyeshadows going because I love these so much. So I was trying to pick between shades for my whole cranberry look to figure out what looked best. And I ended up picking the shade Vivid Garnet, which I just love how that kind of popped my cranberry theme with my necklace and things like that. So I lay down that color on my lid and then I grab the very edges of the color and I blend that out with the crease brush. So it's really important that you don't try to blend all of that color because you'll end up with a big mess. This product also sets fast, so it's a little bit of a learning curve to it, but I love the liquid eyeshadows. They're amazing. I use them all the time. And just making sure that that is symmetrical. All right, so I'm just working and blending that out. Okay, so making sure, again, just to blend that out just a little bit more. And then I'm dotting the product under my eye, because whatever you do above your eye, you want to kind of mimic that below the eye also to give the eye symmetry. So I'm blending that out, and you'll see how that comes together in a little bit. Next, I'm using my Morphe Showmance and Brontour, which for me, this is the perfect winter contour shade. I've used it so much I've actually hit pan on this product, and I'm testing out new bronzers for the summertime now. But it's perfect in the fall and the winter for me. Contouring my cheek area, making sure to give a little bit of definition there. All right, and next I'm gonna contour the bridge of my nose. I like to do this as subtle as possible. So I'll just take a little bit of that contour color or bronzer color and drag it down the sides of my nose. Uh-oh, I don't like to look that snatched, if that's still a word that people use. I'm so not down with what kind of slang words people use nowadays. I'm so just old-fashioned with slang words, but I just like my contour to be a little soft, so I'm trying to soften that a little bit. And next I'm using the Sephora retractable waterproof eyeliner in matte black. I found that to be an eyeliner that pairs really nicely with the Stila product because it is so pigmented. And I'm just making sure that I get a nice thick line. Lining under my eye a little bit also. And then how could I forget to contour my chin? I'm one of those people, I'm always going to have a double chin no matter how much I weigh. So I always have to, make sure I do a little bit of chin contouring with the same product again, of course. Using my Huda Beauty highlighter palette in Bronze Sands, which is a pretty darker gold color. And I'm just kind of lightly blending that into the apple of my cheeks. I'm going to end up using that in different parts of my face just to give a very natural and subtle glow. If you remember, I picked up this product on a Christmas sale a few months ago, and I have used it every day since then, actually. So I'm just kind of applying a little bit of that to my nose, my forehead area, above my lips and my chin to give a bit of a subtle glow. Doubling up on that contour shade again in my cheek area. And then I'm going to line my lips with the NYX Lip Pencil in Brown. And using my favorite mascara, Too Faced. I have cried in this mascara and it did not run on me. It did not budge. So after that day, I was like, oh yeah, you're my friend. So that's one of my favorite mascaras. Using the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss, which is one of my favorite lip glosses, and this maple color, which I just purchased a few months ago, really spoke to me, and I feel like it made the whole cranberry makeup look really pop. I felt like the necklace looked like little bitty cranberries, so I was trying to find colors that kind of played off that in a similar shade range. And I wanted a little something else, just to make my look pop a little bit more. I'm digging through my makeup bag, and I decided to mix in a little bit of NARS Outlaw blush. I love this blush. And see, when I apply it, it just kind of brought everything together. Feel like it brought in a little bit of the colors in my sweater. And that for me is what really kind of completed my look. Oh, one more coat of mascara. How could I forget? How could I forget? Making sure that's good there. And just looking over one last time, getting ready to go. Getting ready to go with my cranberry look. Fluffing my hair and checking it out. So thanks for checking out my video. Take care.